McKenzie along with Scott Hudson straight up. We are in what they
I guess is the best way. Park has already lost to Coach Hawkins and his team.
We're against Waterloo Jabot.
One loss this year, of course. Lost. They came into this tournament.
Absolutely. And when you look at Jim here at Pinckneyville, 26, and then we just walked, and that was at 10:30 this morning. 8:30, they are going to take on the Jersey Panthers. And that game starts at 8:30. We'll have all the pregame coverage here at Pinckneyville. What a great tournament this is.
It is a great tournament. It's one of the newer ones when you consider how long El Dorado's had theirs, the Carbondale Holiday Tournament, the Cessna-Villere Holiday Tournament. But there have been some good teams come through this in Carterville. And then I think what coaches really enjoy about this tournament is you play a lot of teams that you've never played before or haven't played in a long, long time. I mean, Cissna Park back in this tournament after a year or two absence. Of course, Jerseyville's in it, Westland, Jabot. There are some very good teams. The way it's set up, if the favorites in each pool, which there are 4 pools, if each favorite wins, then you can bowl pink. The time. I think that told the end of this tournament. I think and you don't do the line
lineups. It's up next on we'll get 9. When third quarter, that's when more. Chaz on it. A ball's on the Wolves in dark blue. Fourth off of Blake. Coming out is Chaz. The paint. It's out of Beasley between the circle. Heil takes it to the free. Jackson Carterville controls. Ball's no good.
Taylor 4. Beep under the 5th. It in for a personal foul.
Now it's a 3. And
court press. Cissna Park.
Exit near side to Beasley and Ford from the right. And Connor Lober up some minutes of Blake Jackson fires on Luke Ford. A bucket of the game to
the line.
Back to Beasley. Line.
Of course, we talked about his 4 offense.
I think there's been about 3 his first free throw. Justin Step turns it up.
Offensive rebound.
All over. Inches in when usually the Tamer round in with the left-hand runner. No. 10 break.
And
hey, I almost and takes a seat on. Throws it. Got the big point. Catch the number.
Novacek out. Oh, as tall as he is.
No good. Luke at fast pace at Nashville. Left wing. He 32.
The second quarter.
2 Wolves is first number 32. Gives it to Ford. It over to Fair. Ball's tipped out of the park with a 2. Foul.
Thrown in the backcourt.
Now the inbounds pass it. Shake and bake. Top of the circle. Line and shoot. The line shooting.
Sounds all offensive.
And is really Timber. That's his first bucked wing. His pass point lead here. The last with the clock is at 13 seconds now. And the ball goes out of bounds. 0.8 seconds. 1/2. Charlie's. Action as
Cissna Park. Turnovers. Carterville really cares.
They have gotten Keegan Boyle. He has done here for the ends. About 8:15. Waterloo and
one of the early upset. Waterloo just didn't shoot the ball very well. Excuse the boards. Patient starters out here because a lot
of this. That's what it is hard enough to do that. Second half action. This Lions broadcast of mobile banking and how to enroll. Visit the website, tboc.com. Brian Fairley gets the things going. They're back within 4 points. Nice pass from Heil down to Ford. His bucket is up and good by Ford in the paint. That is 11 points now for Luke. And he travels with the basketball, and that is going to be a turnover on the T-Wolves.
Sure he would do that. We all know what kind of sharpshooter he was.
Again, turns into paint. Little 8-footers, good by Heil. That's 6 points now for Heil. With the right-hand dribble, works to the right side. Nice job by Beasley defensively. The ball's tipped to third quarter.
This is the way the Carterville Lions started the conference game at Nashville on Wednesday night.
And we have a timeout. Back in Pinckneyville, 28-18. The Lions on top of Hudson. Spins, drops it down to Ford. He tries to get it to Heil, and it's tipped away by Stadelli.
Jackson and Johnson have created a lot of turnovers in this game for the Lions.
He gathers in that rebound, and Carterville has it into the front court. Beasley
to start the third quarter from the field for Lions.
31-18 for the Lions. They have the ball. Another turnover on the T-Wolves. Your timeout in Carterville is starting to get that running game going.
What a start to the third quarter. They're getting some easy transition buckets, and defense has created 4 turnovers early in this third quarter.
On News Radio WJPF. Let's just go 30 here. They took a long time for them to figure out what was going on. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Ike Family of Dealerships, Ike Honda and Ike Volkswagen of Marion. They are proud supporters of Carterville Lions.
Right, and we're fortunate enough that we're here to bring you Carterville Lions basketball. We enjoy doing it, and right now we're enjoying.
And Carterville has really put a run on him here to start the third quarter as Lober has it. No good, and Taylor Heil gathers in the rebound. And we have a timeout that is called by head coach Shane Hawkins of the Carterville Lions, and he is talking to his Lions. This is the drive. They have in-house embroidery, proudly supporting hometown Lions. Plus, they do much more than just apparel. They design logos, they do brochures, they do posters, as well as vinyl signs and decals. You can go online. Visit Art. Glad you said that because I didn't want to do the math.
Well, I went in the second half. Been great.
Timberwolves into the front court. No good. Rebound comes off to Luke Ford. Brendan Beasley. Now they get it down to Ford. Ford once again, his shot no good, gets his rebound, and he's going to swing. Steps inside and leaves it for Ford. The ball's tipped out of bounds. It's going to belong to the Lions.
Yeah, they're just trying to
off the iron, no good. The nice thing about Ford, he's got good feet. Man, he moves well for a guy 6'6". And the Timberwolves.
Yeah, that's 5 in this third quarter, but back to Luke Ford. He's kind of like a block of granite underneath. You just can't move the guy. And now him and Heil are both out, so Carterville goes to a smaller lineup here late in the third.
Grant Garby checks in also. Well, Beasley into the front court. Dylan Moore picks up. So Benoit is going to up exactly. Tall is out of bounds, and they're going to say it with player. It was a good ball player in junior high. I watched him shoot first. Timberwolves in the backcourt. Nice give and go down low as Julian Stadelli is able to get the bucket to fall, and he's fouled. And Stadelli is at the line shooting the free throw. Bounces around, no good. Johnson gets the rebound. Christian Stadelli, and and layup is
for the field in the third quarter.
Wow. Hawkins is going to reserve as gets it to Mario Renteria, and the pass down to Novacek. His shot is now going to be at the line, shooting 2. First one by Novacek is good. He gets it to fall. Nice touch on the second by Novacek. No good. Rebound comes off to Henderson. Novacek fights for it, throws it back, but they're going to say he stepped on.
Carterville well on their way.
3-point shot by this game. Timberwolves with the basketball in the rebound. Out to the right, with the left-hand layup for circles. Looks for 4 seconds left in this game.
With their starters on the
bench as the ball is down into the paint. That was Stadelli that gets the bucket of the game. Stadelli at the line for the and one. Free throw. JPF turn the Carterville D1
to 17.
To 36. They have won the radio. WJPF will have the YouTube live stream going up.
You don't know what their strengths are, and you just kind of come out like, oh well, and that's why they didn't have a very big lead at the at halftime. 82% from the field in that third quarter. Was just too talented, too
Luke winds up. He's the leading scorer.
also in rebounding with 8. 7 of those offensive.
For Joe's Lawn Care, operated by Snow Removal. You know that little bit of ice that we had last
Yes,
week?
next week, so Joe's getting ready to get real busy.
There you go. Rain or shine, sleet or snow. Call Joe. You can do that. The locker room, machine 1-58 to 30. In Jerseyville, of course, Carterville beat Cissna Park here. I have is if you had a checklist for a basketball game.
Kind of a funky setup because we know we play in about 4 hours. Very limited, so I tried to save some stuff offensively and kind of be as in the field the first half, and most of it was stuff at the rim. It was kind of the same thing that's kind of bothered us. 2-on-1s and 1-on-0s that we botched as well, and those things are just momentum builders. Or we'd been to the line 5 different trips and only had 4 points to show for it. And when you grind them and try and that bother us a little bit, that's a team that's going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
They're really, really young.
It's almost like 2 heavyweight boxers at the start of a game. You just kind of fill each other out, and then you go in and you make your halftime adjustments. And, man, just like the Nashville game where you came out and just scorched the nets in the third quarter, in that game you came out, shot 82% from the field in the third quarter, and that's when you guys really took off.
Yeah, it's 7 threes for the night. We were over 3 so we were 3 the first half and 4 the first half. So it's not like we were hoisting a bunch of jumpers.
Good perimeter defense. They created a lot of turnovers, and even though in the first half a lot of those turnovers didn't turn into points, it kept Cissna Park off the board.
Absolutely. It made them, and Blake Jackson and Justin Johnson, put enough pressure on their guys on the perimeter that they couldn't sit back and pick us apart. But again, position once. But I thought by and large, defensively, the first half we were pretty good.
I agree.
It was on the other end where we'd missed so many bunnies, and what was.
You wanted to get into your bench. You were able to do so. Talk about the benefits that has for your starting 5.
Yeah, I would have liked to have been able to get to it a little bit earlier. We couldn't ever get in a flow, and then we had some bad matchups with them. And but we've got to have minutes, and I thought we got a little bit of that tonight. I thought Grant Garby didn't hurt us. He was good. He gave us another post body with their big bodies inside. 24 hours or 28 hours that we have, but I think we're getting there. There's no question.
Thoughts coming into the Jerseyville game after you've seen your boys today?
It's going to be a very physical game. There's no question. Second half, or even the whole game, I thought we were pretty good defensively. But we got to be able to capitalize in a game like this. It's going to be in a game where it's going to be kind of by a trick, and it's going to be a team that executes those small things and making layups and free throws and not turning it over, who's going to come out of here with a couple wins.
Carterville winner, 51-30. Jerseyville Panthers. Coach, thank you so much.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Head coach Shane Hawkins joining us on the
more. I thought defense was very good from the first quarter to the final buzzer. That was not the problem in the first half, and they missed some wide open shots. So the defense and the offensive rebounds kept Carterville in the ball game more. Carterville got out on transition. They started hitting their shots, and Cissna Park did not have an answer for Luke Ford in the middle.